Do you guys ever think about how embarrassing it is that the world is such a beautiful place and Homo sapiens, like one species out of all that existed on this earth, we somehow have just made this whole thing about us? We were just supposed to be one of the species that crawled on this speck existing in this universe, and we somehow have made this whole thing about us, like every other species existence is only as relevant as it is in relation to us. We only see importance in species, animals, plants that can provide something for us. They don't exist to provide anything for us. What do we provide them? We're probably the most useless ones to every other species that exists on this planet. Why is it so important to focus on looking the perfect way, making shit ton of money? Isn't it just so embarrassing? To my best understanding, it's just something we give ourselves to do, because if we freely let ourselves just be, we would be nothing different than other species that just truly just live to exist. There's no real purpose to their existence, which I think must be so liberating. I sometimes do truly wonder, how would I feel if I was actually one of those species that were just existing? Like, the most you look for is good food in the day. Have someone else of your own species around you, chill with them, look at birds. Like, do you really ever wonder if they have set like life goals for themselves, day goals for themselves? How are they going about their life? Like, do they also have something similar to marathons? Like, we've seen like there's like groups of birds sometimes flying together, making patterns in the sky. Do you think that's something similar to them? Are other species also just as complicated as we are, but we just don't understand them, so we don't know? Do you ever wonder? Because I think about it so much, especially when I'm just people watching in the park or on streets. I really truly wonder the why behind all this. Like, why? Why is it so important to give a shit about everything? We've just made everything about ourselves. Like, no one gives a shit. There's a whole other planet out there somewhere in some universe. I wonder how they exist. I wonder what matters to them. Just think about it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as you're keeping yourself at peace with yourself, you're somehow finding a way to feel content with where you are. You have some people around you that love you and that you love. That's all that truly matters. But sometimes when I think about all this in this way, I start to question, am I saying that just because I don't want to try hard enough in the world to get all those things that those people have? Am I just saying that because I want an easy way out in life and convince myself to go for the easy way out? I don't know. It's almost like you put goals up for yourself, and when you achieve them, how good do you really feel? Because for me, so far in my life, every time I have managed to do something, just before I'm almost about to get it, I'm already planning on something else. And now I haven't given myself enough time to celebrate what I just achieved, and so now all I think about is this other thing that I'm going for. What was the whole point of doing that first thing if I was just gonna reach towards the end of it and start thinking about something else? Why is the goal not to just be at ease? Was every other generation before us just like this? We listen to so many videos of like advice from older people advice you would give your younger self? I wonder if someone had actually given them that advice at that very age, would they have gone about their life differently? Do you think they would have actually done it? And if they did actually live their life that way, would they have changed the way they feel about their life? Even this questioning thing of how you should spend your life or how it should look, how it should be, is just so pointless. No matter how you think your life should go and what you focus on, more spiritual aspects or more materialistic aspects, at the end I think you'll always question it. I think even the people that do take it easy in life probably do question it, that I should have probably tried harder, I should have done more, I should have worked harder, things like that. I wonder, do they? I'm 23, I'm about to be 24 in less than a week. 24 just sounds so crazy. An adult now. I don't feel like an adult. I don't think I even act like an adult. But I somehow am supposed to be an adult, I guess. What does it even mean to be an adult, to be honest? It's such a slow, but somehow also not so slow transition into adulthood that with time, the things you generally do in your day to day, bit by bit, change and slowly transform into something you then call adulthood. Hardest part, I think, of adulthood that I've faced so far is having to make decisions for your life, especially after university. How you decide to move forward. What do you think about your career, relationships, your health? I really underestimated that one, which I'm working on. Just such big questions, or we perceive them as such big questions. I think as humans, we inherently are just so narcissistic. As a species, we're just really narcissistic. We think that we are the center of everything. Why does it have to be like that? There are some days when I just don't get the point of anything. Everything just seems so pointless. But then we live in a world that's run a certain way, and we convince ourselves that this is the way it's supposed to be, and we push ourselves to just become a cog in the wheel like everyone else. I wish all of these things that we made up to be such important things in our life did not really exist. I wish money did not exist. I wish social media did not exist. I know it's ironic, but I truly feel so jealous of people that lived before social media, and I think they must have had such, I guess, a lot more content in their life. Because lack of information, ignorance is bliss. If you don't know how crazy some other part of the world is, some of the people of the world are, you don't question the significance and importance of the world that you live in or the world around you. And that must be beautiful. That must be really beautiful, I think. Not always be looking for the grass greener because you don't know the other side, right? That must be really nice. But I guess this is what we get. And we keep doing our best to get through it.